Good morning students, welcome to the technologies class. In today's class I'll explain you about forms practical. Means how to create a form. Few input fields already I have explained in the last class. The remaining input fields which I have not explained in the last class, that we'll discuss. Okay, right. So now here we'll open the editor, notepad. Here I am increasing the font size 24. So now here HTML is the opening tag, next closing HTML. So all the tags should be between these tags only. All the remaining tags should be between these tags only. Now here I am giving a head tag where we'll give the name of the document, we'll give information about document, title. So here title I am giving student registration. Student registration. Now I am closing the title. Now after the title immediately you close the head. Now, after closing the head you should open the body tag. So between a body opening and a closing, whatever you write, that will be displayed on the browser window. So here inside the body opening and closing, I am including a form tag. So where you write the form opening tag, from that area only your form structure will start. Now this is a form opening tag. Now inside the form opening tag, I want to create a student registration form. No? So first I will give the label as enter student name. Enter student name. Here I am giving input type equals to, it is a text field. Save it. I am giving a file as a23.html. a23.html. Next here I am making this as all files and the location is desktop. Now after this one input field I will show you. Open. This is your browser window. You can see the output here. Enter student name. So here we can enter the information. Okay, there is a first text field. Next, after that, enter father name, example. Input type equals to text field. Text field. Now after this, enter password I am giving. Enter password. According to your requirement, you can design the form. Here, whatever input fields are there, that I am explaining. Input type equals to password. Now, save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. Enter password. See, you can observe the text here. This is a text. Here also text I am entering. Here you see this one like this. So actually here it should be raw. Password should be asterisk, no? Password. Save it. Come to browser window. Already opened file. Open. See, now you can see I have corrected the error. No, see, your password is instead of the characters you are getting some special symbols. So after each and every field you give the break so that the next field will be displayed in a next line. Save it, come to browser window, refresh this. So these are the three things. Now after this I have explained one more input field, that is a text area. Okay, where you can enter multi-line text. Here whatever student name, father name is there, no? There you can enter only one line of text. But if it is address, comment, feedback, there we will enter multi-line of text. So this text field is not enough. So in that cases what we do is we have a one more input field, text area, that we'll use. Text area, it is a tag. Okay, text area is a tag. Now inside the text area only you should give rows. Rows equals to 10 and calls equals to 10. Now before this text area I am giving a label as address. Okay, save it, come to browser window, refresh it. So here something went wrong. Text area I have not closed, right? You close the text area. Text area, save it, password. So this is the text area, this box. Okay, 10 rows, 10 columns. Save it, browser window. Right, this is the password. Next, this is the text area where you can see how many rows I have given. 5 rows, no? 5 rows of text you can enter. So this is the text area. So what is the difference between this and this? Here you can enter only one line of text. Here you can enter multi-line of text. Okay, but how many lines you can enter? Here how much size I have given? You can see here I have given size as 5 rows. So that is why here you can enter only 5 rows. Okay, and characters also 10 characters you can enter. Understood? So this is the text area. Next, after the text area, I have explained the buttons. No? First button is checkboxes. Checkboxes, first I am giving a label as H1. Select your hobbies. Okay, now close the H1. Save it. Here, in order to give the hobbies, means where you want to select multiple values for a single input, there we'll use the checkbox. Input type equals to checkbox. Okay, now here I am giving a reading. Okay, next I am taking here. Next input tag you give. Input type equals to checkbox only. Checkbox, and I am giving label as watching, and again I am breaking. Next, one more input I am giving. Input type equals to reading, watching over playing, where means the user can select anything. It should be checkbox, playing. Save it. Come to browser window. Here you can see the browser window. Press F5 key. Select your hobbies. These are called as a checkboxes, where you can give a multiple input for a same option. So same input. Here we are giving a hobbies. Hobbies means that particular field we are giving an input, but how many inputs are available here? 3. So the user can give one input, the user can give a 2 input, and the user can give a 3 input. You won't get any error. Okay. Now Next one is, after that I am breaking this. Next button is radio button. Radio button excuse me. Here first I am giving a mail where the user need to give only one input. Input type equals to radio. Okay. Next, after that I am breaking. Next female, input type equals to radio. Saved. Come to browser window, refresh this. See, male and female. See, when I'll select this is considered as an input. Whenever I will select once again this one, the second one, here we should give one only, right? Male female input type equals to radio, right? Name should be saved for a radio button. See, I am selecting a male first. If I select a female, then whatever male is there, that will be disabled. If I select a male, female will be disabled. So here we are forcing the user to enter only one text. To select only one option. If the user is trying to select more options for a same field, it won't accept. Okay, if it is a radio button, the user should select only one option. If it is a checkbox, the user can give multiple values. Whereas if it is a radio button, the user should select only one. And if the user trying to select more than one also, it won't accept. Okay, this is a radio button. Now the next input field is submit and reset. Input type equals to, what type of input it is? Submit. So when you click on this, whatever input previously you have selected, no, that will be sent to a server. Submit value equals to submit. There is nothing but the label on the button. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. See, submit you are getting. See, just I will break it so that you will get now refresh this. Submit. When you click on this, whatever data you have given, that will be sent to the server. So right now here we don't have a server, so it is not sending. But if you have a server, sure it will send the data to the server. Okay. Now next one is reset. Means whatever fields previously have entered, that will be erased. Input type equals to reset. Reset. Next label on that button is example clear I am giving. Save it, come to browser window, refresh this. So it is a clear. So whatever fields you have entered, whatever value you have entered previously, that will be erased. Okay. Now here actually this have not used properly. Now the next one is input type equals to. If you want to upload a file, then input type equals to file. Where you are uploading a file. Now if you are uploading a file, then what happened? What type of input you are supplying there? File. So here input type should be file, and next here I am giving the ID for the file. Example my I am giving. Okay, you can give anything, and on that label label I am giving is value equals to upload. means this is displayed on that. Refresh this. Choose file. When choose file is there, no, it will ask you to select one file. And example, if you are selecting a file, open, and that is submitted. You see, file is selected, and that and submit means your file is submitted to a server. Okay, so choose file means like a file upload option. It will give the option. It will give you the option to select one file from your system. Okay, here what type of input you are supplying? You are supplying file. So in that case, file is called as a input. So like that, you can give a file as a input, image as a input. So whatever inputs you are submitting, that inputs you can give. Okay. Now here one more is there, that is a select tag. Select name equals to example course. Okay, what is this? Is nothing but using this you can give a drop down. You can create a drop down menu. Okay, so if it is a drop down menu, there are a number of options will be there. So that options are included by using a option tag. Option, example BSc, and close option. Next option, BCom option. Now save it. Come to browser window. It is already file open now, so just I am refreshing that. See BSc. If I click on this, it is displaying. Okay, so I can select one. So using this, you can give options. Okay. You select this. I think this is no need. I am removing this. Before this, I am giving a label COURSE course. Next, I am giving option tag. Now come to browser window. Refresh this. See course by default BSc is coming now. You can select the BCom. So here we are not entering any text. Just click on this drop down arrow. And whenever you see only two options are displaying, I am giving one more option. Option MSc example. MSc option. Close it. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. It is not closed properly. Okay, after closing the select, I have closed now. Save it. Come to browser window, refresh this. See, three options are displayed. So these are called as options. So options you can give by using a option tag, right? So these are all form input controls. Depends on your requirement. You can give a text, you can give a password, you can give a checkbox, you can give a radio buttons. So different types of inputs you can give. Okay, but what type of input you are supplying, that information should be given by using the type attributes. So this is a general student application form. Okay, so this actually when you execute this program, you can see that. I will show you. So this whatever options are there, no, that are not in a proper format. Means one is at the starting, one is at the ending, and one is at the middle. So there is no proper format here. So if you want to create a registration form in a particular format, you include all these fields in the tables, so that in a particular column with a particular width, your fields will be displayed. Okay, so here whatever code is there, just I am opening this code. So this is a simple form now. So after this, here I am opening a table. Next, at last, I am closing the table. Now, after this, enter here. I am starting a row. Here. Next, in the first row, table one first column. This is the first column. So in the first column, I will give the label TD. Next, in the second column, I will give the input field so that all are displayed in a particular format. You no need to set the alignment and all. Easily you can create in a particular format. Save it. Come to browser window. See, now this is the first row. Now we'll come to the second row. This is the second row. TR. Next, the second row. This enter label should be in the first column. Here I am closing the first column. Immediately after that I am opening the second column. Next, here I am closing the second column of the second row. Next, I am closing the second row also. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. See here, enter student name, enter father name. So you can observe here particular width and particular height and particular percentage of the browser window is allocated to the first one and the second one. Okay, so here what we are doing is whatever input fields we are creating, all those input fields we are putting inside the columns so that these are all will be displayed in a particular tabular format. Okay, now this is the third one, third row, first column. Now this, I am closing the first column. Next, after that I am opening the second column. Next, at last I am closing the second column at the same time third row also. Save it. Come to browser window. You can see here. I am refreshing. At the end you see enter password. So whatever boxes are there, no, that are called as a graphical user interface, all are displayed with the fixed width. Okay, if the text is a small, if the text is a big, it is a too lengthy, it is a short, it doesn't matter. If you are putting anything inside the column, no, whatever space you have given for that column, that is occupied by that label. Okay. Now this text area also I am giving. Third row, fourth row, sorry. First column. Address, I am closing the first column of the fourth row. Next, I am opening second column of the fourth row. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. See, enter password, enter father name. You can see something went wrong here. Text area. After the text area, we are supposed to close, no? The text area is closing. See it. See at the bottom, address, and this is a text area. Now, hobbies. Hobbies also here the same label I am displaying. This I am putting in a TR and TD as adding a columns, call span equals to 2, and I am closing this and closing column means 2 columns I am merging because here we have only one text to know. Come to browser window, refresh this. Select your hobbies. Right. Like this, you can put all in a tables. Here we are just I am removing this 2 check boxes because for everything I have given 2 columns. No? So time is very limited. I don't want to explain that much code. Whatever is necessary for your understanding purpose, only that much I am explaining. Here, this is 4th row, 5th row, TD. First one, input type equals to checkbox. This hobbies I am putting in a first column. Next, the second column, input type equals to checkbox, female. Second column, and here I am closing the second column and I am closing the row also. Save it, come to browser window, refresh this. Okay, so in the first column, watching is displaying. In the second column, playing is displaying. Only thing is here I have created only 2 columns in the table. So you can create a table with the multiple columns, but according to that you try to adjust. Now here I am creating one more row, TR. Mail input type is in a first column. Now this is the first column and this is a second column. So like this, according to your requirement, you can add all these fields. You can put all these fields into the table so that fields presentation will be good. Because when you are designing a web page, it should be in a particular format. Here male and female. Okay, only these are there. That also you can give this row over. Here also I am giving TR. You give the next row. Code is same. It is looking like a big, huge amount of code, a lot of code, but it is very easy. Simple thing you need to remember. 1 row, 2 columns. Here. Save it. Come to browser window. Everything am I explaining here? Why? Because this is your one of a lab program. Okay, so you may explain. You see, sometimes in the exam they will ask you, they will give you like create a student registration form, and these are the fields like that questions they will give. So mentally you should prepare for the theory as well as the practical part also. And you have this practical part in your question bank, and student registration one course registration form was there. That you need to design. Okay, so here this choose file, and also I am putting in a table so that it will be good. TR. Next TD. TD is nothing but a column. So here TD call span I am giving. 2 columns I am combining. Call span, SPAN, call span. It is used to combine 2 columns. So I want to give this in a single only. Close TD. Next after that close TR. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. Okay. Now this course also you can give in a TR. Next you give TD call span equals to 2 columns are combined, and I am giving a course. Next to this select tag. For this select I am giving I am closing the first column. Next I am opening the second column. And after this I am closing a column and I am closing a row also. Save it. Come to browser window, refresh this. So this is a simple form. Okay. So choose file. When you select the file now, again it will give like this. So course BSc is taking 2 columns. So better you keep this in a single column only. Or just select one. This is a call span course. No need to call span here. You remove this. TD. Next, save it. course BSc like this. So it is now your presentation is good. So if you want to add some features like a background color, that also you can give. Okay, BG color equals to pink. Save it, come to browser window, refresh this like this. So whatever properties you can give, all those properties you can give. Only the thing is how to present and how to write input fields. If you know it, it is very good. But like this, according to your requirement, what input you want from a user, all this you can add. But the thing is, you need to remember what type of input you are collecting. Whether you are collecting a one-line text, whether you are collecting a multi-line text, or what you are collecting. Okay, based on that, you give the input type. Okay, and whatever information you have given, after entering all the information, click on the submit button. So these are all called as a button. Submit is a button, clear is a button, choose file is a button. This buttons means what? This will perform some action. Okay, so whenever you click on this particular, see I am here, choose the file I am giving. What happened? It is opening one more window, so it is performing some action. Okay, so buttons always used to perform some actions. Okay, the code is very big, but it is very easy. Okay, and this is the last topic in your first unit. From next class onwards, I am going to send second unit topics, that is based on the CSS, cascading style sheets. Thank you.